You're watching CBS7 News at 9 on the CW and live on the CBS7 YouTube channel with Alexandra, Macia, and Tom Tieperteller.
Soccer community in this area has grown so much, and hopefully these camps can help to reach out more and for more people to be involved with soccer.
Turkish soccer legend Hakan Şükür is in the Permian Basin coaching the next generation of soccer players. Hear more about the Permian Basin International Soccer Camp in just a few minutes on CBS7 News at 9. Plus, a little later, we take a look at some American football with more pigskin previews for you. That's all coming up on CBS7 News at 9. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for CBS7 News on the CW, and thanks for joining us live on the CBS7 YouTube. I'm Alexandra, Macia.
There's people out there that are working with 1 gallon per minute on a water well, and that's 1,440 gallons a day. You can manage with that.
You'll remember yesterday we spoke with West Odessans whose wells are drying up and have been fighting for years to hook up to ECUD's water lines. Well, today we spoke with ECUD President Tommy Irvin about the trials of expanding water lines. In many ways, Irvin says his hands are tied as there is a lack of funding and prices are only continuing to rise.
For the Ector County Utility District to expand, it takes a lot of money. It takes a massive amount of money. People, $1 million a mile.
ECUD President Tommy Irvin says he has listened to people's complaints about the water situation in West Odessa since joining the board in 2007, and they are getting worse every day.
I've been in the water well type business since June of 1962, and a lot of it's in West Odessa, so I understand the groundwater situation. And when people say their wells are going dry or they're becoming brackish and they can't drink it, their animals can't drink it, I understand that.
The biggest roadblock ECUD faces is funding. Irvin says ECUD works with subdivisions as part of their master plan, paying the difference between a 6-inch and 12-inch line.
That helps on moving water further on out after the subdivision is done for another subdivision. That's how ECUD is playing the part of preparing for the future.
The next step for ECUD is to get community development block grant funds to bring water to those outside of the district. Irvin says he is in the process of gathering the data needed to apply for those funds, but they won't get answers on those funds until 2024.
We also have some meetings with some other politicians to try to get these the extra money that the state has, this $34 billion, to try to get that in pipelines.
Irvin says ECUD is working hard, but it's hard to help everyone, especially those not already in the district.
Say, well, ECUD ought to run this 1,400 feet at, say, $70,000, okay? Then who else is going to need 1,400 feet at another $70,000? Who's going to need 2,000 feet at $100,000? Who's going to need 500 feet that's going to cost $30,000? ECUD's not paying for it. I can say that. Now, people can beat me up and all that kind of stuff. That's just the cold truth. I can't beat around the bushes on this one.
Another solution for ECUD is focusing on people who have 3 or more RVs on their property in West Odessa to make sure the property turns commercial to raise taxes, helping ECUD get more water in the district. If you are concerned about your water, Irvin urges you to register to vote and reach out to the House and Senate representatives at the local and federal level for more funding. You can watch the first part of this story on our website at CBS7.com. And for a traffic alert, yesterday, Governor Greg Abbott ceremoniously signed 2 bills into law aiming to crack down on illegal street racing. Those 2 bills give law enforcement more tools at their disposal to stop illegal street racing. Governor Abbott signed House Bill 1442, which adds vehicles used in street races or reckless driving exhibitions to the contraband list in Texas. This means that if someone is arrested for street racing, their car may be seized by law enforcement. Governor Abbott also signed House Bill 2899, which lifts one part of a previous statute for street racing cars.
Previously, it said that a peace officer shall impound a vehicle when there is a street racing event that causes, I believe, injury or property damage. And now that portion has been ruled out. And so in the event that officers enforce that street racing statute, now the statute requires them to impound that vehicle.
For more information about street racing, how you can do it legally. You can visit our website at CBS7.com. The Texas Department of Public Safety will be increasing the number of troopers on the road from Tuesday, August 8th through Thursday, August 10th in the Permian Basin. DPS troopers will be on the roads looking for drivers who are speeding, driving while intoxicated, not wearing seatbelts, or driving in an unsafe manner around commercial vehicles. For more information on this operation, you can visit our website at CBS7.com. And many of you remember earlier this year, a young man named Cordarius was found wandering the streets of Midland. He is nonverbal, and for months, Midland police in the West Texas community searched for his family. Today, Midland police shared photos of Cordarius and wrote an update on Facebook. Take a look. MPD says Cordarius is in foster care and is attending school. He gets regular speech, physical, and occupational therapy. Despite being nonverbal, Midland Police reports that he can identify each member of his foster family. He attends church and other events with his foster family and has been called a very joyful child. Sadly, MPD has not received a DNA match for relatives of Cordarius and asks that anyone that has any new information about Cordarius to contact MPD. And it's time to take a look at weather. Chief Meteorologist Tom Tieferteller is here to tell us what we can expect. Tom?
Well, we saw plenty of heat today with temperatures all the way up to 105 plus in many areas. Taking a look at those high temperatures again, one of the hot spots, Wink up at 105, 110 down towards Rio Grande Village. And we did get up to 101 out at the Midler National Air and Spaceport. So some wicked heat out there. And so far, not too much in the way of rainfall. It's been missing the reporting stations. But we do have thunderstorms continuing across the upper Trans-Pecos now near the Toya area. And just south of Orla, we're looking at some scattered showers and thunder showers. At the present time, a little more thunder shower activity north of Candelaria and around the Davis Mountain Resort, some dying showers and thunder showers. There you can see some of it in the distance with some lightning flashes over towards the Toya area on our live iCam in Pecos right now, where temperatures are starting to cool off out there. There are some gusty winds in a few spots, still some gusts up to 23 down towards the Dryden area. And this heat is one thing that's going to be a constant in the forecast. It's going to get worse this weekend and especially next week.
Every now and then we hear the saying, rising from the ashes. Popular burger joint BJ's Drive-In did just that. The restaurant closed 8 months ago after catching fire, but this week the restaurant opened to serve up its customers once again. Since reopening just a few days ago, the drive-in has had to close early twice after running out of food, thanks to the community's support.
For the first couple of days so far, it's been real great. It's just overwhelming because sometimes we can't answer the phone because we're so swamped. We usually have line out here, just people just waiting.
If you want to try a BJ's burger, the drive-in will be open Mondays through Saturday. And it is Small Business Summer Thursday. Today we are introducing you to a hidden gem in the heart of downtown Midland. Tall City Bistro is a favorite for downtowners, and if you've been, then you know, no doubt, Chef Manny Garcia. For Manny, the atmosphere at his restaurant is just as important as the food.
I don't want my customers come and eat and just another client. I want to be part of the family. I want whenever they get out this door, they say, oh, I have a good experience. Not just come and eat, not just pay and go. No, I want to have an experience. Say, wow, this is good. We need to come back. We need to tell somebody else. Not just come and eat and go. I want to feel like a family.
For the full story on Tall City Bistro, tune into Small Business Summer tonight on CBS7 News at 10. And for more information, you can go to our website, CBS7.com. In your education news, Midland ISD is preparing for the new school year with a new leadership structure. MISD appointed 3 new executive directors who are highly experienced and are motivated to train school principals. The 3 new executive directors are responsible for helping school principals and improving educational experiences for students. And if you live in the area and love soccer, listen up. The Permian Basin International Soccer Camp is coming to Odessa. Retired soccer players will be present to teach kids about the sport and train them. This camp will be spearheaded by Turkish soccer legend Hakan Sakur, who holds the record for the fastest goal in World Cup history. He scored that goal in 10.08 seconds, and now he wants to share his expertise with children across West Texas.
I am teaching them in my experience because when I was like them and I played in same age, I have a lot of experience. I am gonna and share all my experience and with them.
For more information on this camp, you can visit our website at CBS7.com. And speaking of the website, now for a look at today's top headlines shown here in real time with real viewers on CBS7.com. See all these stories and more by downloading our app or visiting our website at CBS7.com. And still ahead, a children's play and an amphitheater groundbreaking. Those stories are coming up on CBS 7 News at 9 as we take a look in the parks. Midland Centennial Park transformed into Neverland this morning. The River Fine Arts hosted a child-led production of Peter Pan earlier tonight. The Peter Pan production marked a lot of firsts for the River Fine Arts. It's the first production that includes the community beyond its students. It's also their first outdoor production. All set pieces, props, and several costumes were created by children aged 4 to 15.
We've never done a performance out here at Centennial Park. We've never done an outdoor performance, period. So the kids are learning and the crew is learning, and we're going to do it all together. It's also our first community-wide musical. So these kiddos, some of them have been students at the studio before, but some have not.
As we said, the event was earlier tonight, but the River staff are constantly thinking of new ways to involve the community in activities. You can visit their Facebook for more. And Odessa College broke ground on an exciting new project today. Construction will begin in the next few weeks on a new amphitheater, which will be located on campus behind the Salisbury Campus Center. The stage will include a cover to provide shade, lighting, a sound system, and other features. The amphitheater has been designed to meet the college's needs as it grows.
Well, we are going to be looking at triple-digit heat, 105 plus heat in the forecast this weekend. Looks like the heat wave is going to continue to build. We'll talk more about that coming up next.
Now, from the CBS7 First Alert Weather Center, here's Chief Meteorologist Tom Teefertiller.
Well, we've been talking about how to describe the heat this summer. Well, we got a new way for you. Linda Williams-Robertson says it's a 5-shower day, and it's probably going to be a 6-shower day here coming up over the next few days because temperatures are only going up. Again, we have some lightning off to the west from some dying showers and thunder showers near the Toya area. Where we are seeing temperatures into the low to mid 90s still here at 10 o'clock across the area. Here's a look at the radar right now, seeing those scattered showers and thunderstorms continuing there from right around the Jeff Davis County, but they extend on up into Reeves County near Toya, back up just to the south of Orla, back on Ranch Road 652 towards Guadalupe Mountains National Park, but they are on the decline as we've got the sun setting. So again, a lot of the energy being whisked away from that. High pressure still in charge of the weather. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's made for hot conditions today across the state. Not too much in the way of showers and thunder showers as high temperatures. Most areas of the state into triple-digit territory this afternoon, all the way up to 105 in Abilene, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, 101 in Houston and Corpus Christi. Again, not too much happening on the West Texas Futurecast over the next 24 hours. We are going to see a weak front try to approach the area late tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to do too much to our forecast as it's going to wash out before it moves in. So for the rest of tonight, pretty quiet out there as we'll see those temperatures drop down into the mid-70s overnight tonight. Tomorrow, a few degrees hotter, 103 plus out there across the Permian Basin, 106 out towards Wink, 105 in Monahans. The temperatures steadily going up through the weekend. And as we move in towards next week, looking for those temperatures all the way up to 110 degrees.
Still ahead, our pigskin previews travel out to Balmorhea and Big Lake. Learning about the Bears and the Owls up next in sports.
Now, sports with sports director Jacob Brandenburg from the Ford Sports Desk.
We continue our CBS7 Pigskin preview. Balmorhea is the last football team from our area to win the state championship. That came back in 2020. And this year, the Bears have the team to do it all again. Things are changing in Balmorhea. Don't worry, they'll still be great at football. But now the backdrop will be a brand new school and stadium.
It's always been a dream to have something like this, you know, going around to other schools and playing on theirs. Now we got finally one of our own.
The old field is still up the street, like it's been for, we'll say, a long time.
I know I played on it 63, 64, 62, 60. Back when I was in high school at Marathon, this was our chief rifle, and so it's been here a while, same field.
Legendary coach Vance Jones is seeking his 5th state title. The Bears aren't afraid to talk about it.
Yes, sir, that's the goal this year for sure. 'Cause last year it was a little upset, but this year for sure we got it in us.
You know, district champions is fun and all, but our main goal is to win a state title again. We want another one.
If you don't prepare for it and don't think about it, you might never get there. You got to work at it all the time.
These seniors were freshmen when Balmorhea won state in 2020.
You know, it feels like we were just there last year, but yeah, you know, being those freshmen that year really got us to what we are now, you know. Those guys really pushed us that year, and, you know, we're going to try to do the same thing with our freshmen.
Lopez is one All-State player on this team. Adrian Mata is another as a defensive menace. And big Ethan Villanueva is the rare nose guard quarterback combo.
It just makes you want to work harder to be the best team to bring home another state title to Balmorhea.
All three quality players and outstanding leaders, and all the seniors are in that same mode, you know. They're really hungry to get back.
But before they can think about playing in Jerry World, the Bears will open their new home.
We play Van Horn here the second week. It'll be awesome.
If you take a 2-hour drive east from Balmorhea, you'll end up in Big Lake. The Reagan County Owls have a family connection that will help them this year. Jair Brooks Davis tells us more.
Last season, under third-year head coach Kyle Brown, the Owls finished above 500 for the first time since 2016.
It's a different feeling. We kids know the expectation. We think back to that first year that we had the guys and new expectations, new system, and kids are just more comfortable, and you know, consistency is a big deal.
It also helps that Coach Brown's sons have created a strong quarterback-receiver duo.
We click out there. It's something special. It's just we know what we're going to do.
Oh, it's fun because we are brothers, and so we get to share a connection on the field, and it's going to hold some lifelong memories. So that's something we could talk about when we're 80 years old.
And outside of his brother, Kaysen has an understanding of the rest of his personnel.
We got some playmakers like Nick Franklin and Omri Johnson, Chris Johnson too. They're pretty fast, they're athletic, they're explosive. I think we'll be a little bit better than last year. Hopefully win a district championship. I think we got more linemen. That'll help us.
Senior AJ Avalos is a leader on defense. Last year, the Owls held 4 opponents to single-digit points.
I think that's our strong suit. I mean, we're very small, but we're very physical and very fundamental.
And our Little League All-Stars from Midland began their regional tournament today. They took on Colorado. Midland jumped out to an early 4-0 lead. Then they really blew things open in the 3rd inning by scoring 6 runs. Midland Northern wins 10-1. They'll have to win at least 3 more games to advance to the Little League World Series. Now, West Texas champ Midland will play East Texas champ Needville at 4 p.m. tomorrow. That game will also be televised nationally on the Longhorn Network. Stick around, we've got more after this quick break.
Home evictions are generally carried out by police officers, but the St. Louis Police Department is backing off the eviction of its North Patrol Division station mascot, a cat named Felony. Felony has lived at the station since it showed up there as a stray in 2017. Its fancy digs at the North Patrol headquarters included a custom-made cat house outside the station. Felony was set to be removed Thursday and taken to a new home because some people working there are allergic to cats. But department leadership reversed course at the last minute and decided to let Felony continue living outside the station. Well, I'm glad Felony got to stay at her home.
And they came up with a solution where the people allergic to the cats are okay with it being outside, and the cat gets to hang around. And
I'm sure the cat loves watching them come in and out too.
I'm sure. So, you know, good deal there. Good solution.
Very nice
to a problem. Anyway, though, we have no solutions for the heat problem, as Mother Nature's just taking it out on us here, as we're going to see more triple-digit heat in our forecast. Those temperatures in excess of 105 degrees late in the weekend. And then next week, it is really going to be the broiler starting on Tuesday, but continuing through and into the start of the following weekend. So the start of school next week across Midland and Ector counties, it is going to be something else.
Well, thanks for watching CBS 7 First Alert News at 9 on the CW. We have more news coming up tonight on CBS 7 News at 10.